Let's take a look at the top headlines first. Chief Minister N. Biren inspected newly constructed state highway. MP Leshe Masanajauba emphasizes measures for controlling carbon dioxide emission. Pauna Mongfam Protection and Celebration Committee appeals for upkeep of Yumkhaibam Haidin. Eight students in conflict with law to produce before Juvenile Justice Board in connection with vandalization. And Prime Minister Modi says India is ready to contribute to any peace process between Russia and Ukraine. Hello and good evening. Welcome to ELITETV Primetime English News at 6. I'm Utpala. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. Chief Minister N. Biren inspected the newly constructed state highway from Sangaitel to Koltlin and checked the spot for the installation of a water supply project at Langjing Manbi today. Chief Minister said that the state government is working on providing infrastructure and increasing connectivity to fulfill the targets of inclusive development. Besides, construction work is also underway to further ensure 100% delivery of tap water to households under Jal Jeevan Mission, he added. On the other hand, Chief Minister N. Biren chaired a meeting with representatives of the Maram Students' Union MKS and seniors today. The meeting deliberated on the development works taking place in the Maram areas and other welfare activities. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the 98th Man Ki Baat program on All India Radio today. Chief Minister N. Biren stated that the speech of PM Narendra Modi has always inspired and motivated everyone. Improved cleanliness, safe and accessible environment is necessary by eradicating the shameful practice of open defecation in society. Every individual needs to prop up the initiatives taken up by the government to reduce the emission of carbon dioxide, asserts MP Leshe Masanajauba. He made the statement at the one-day seminar on Swachh Action Plan 2022-23 under the theme Swachh Bharat Carbon Shunya Bharat, held at Jubilee Hall of Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS, today, organized by Kaya Kalp. Medical Superintendent of RIMS, Professor N. Sanjeev, Principal Chief Conservator of Forests, Dr. Aditya K. Joshi, Vice Chancellor of Manipur University of Culture, Professor Paunam Gunindro, and many others attended the seminar. MP Leshe Masanajauba further stressed that according to annual report, China is the largest emitter of carbon dioxide gas in the world, and India is the third largest carbon dioxide emitter with 2,442 million metric tons of total carbon dioxide emissions, releasing 7% carbon dioxide, while China releases 30% of carbon dioxide. However, the government took various initiatives aiming to reduce the carbon dioxide emissions by 2070 to net zero. He further pleads all to realize the flaming fossil fuels excretes carbon dioxide which affects our health and urge to support the initiative of Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Energy sinaba less over handaba aduga sagi energy less over means energy consumption over se masina environment da ahen ba carbon dioxide thado pagi chang aduga ekoigi mag access tawbase use tawbase mas handhali habesima ai sumaina thamjaningi aduna ekoigi India gi on the India has already announced at COP 26 the 26th conference of parties in the UN climate change conference in Glasgow in 2021. The following main points. India has already announced these following main points. Point number 1, 500 clearly shows India's sincere determination to work for low carbon emission in combating the climate change and also its endeavor to achieve sustainable development goals.
Pauna Mongpham Protection and Celebration Committee have appealed to the state government for proper upkeep and upgradation of Yungkhabam Hiden, the site where Pauna Brajabashi's last rites were conducted at Arapti, Imphal East. The statement was made by Yungkhabam Bimol, President Pauna Mongpham Protection and Celebration Committee during a press conference held today at Arapti, Maninglekai. Speaking to the media persons, Y. Bimol shared that every year on April 26, the progeny of Pauna Brajabashi and Arapti Maninglekai Club and Mera Paibis offer floral tributes at Yungkhabam Hiden, where the venerated military leaders' last rites were performed. The same will be organized without fail this year too, he stated. He added that the prominent personalities who had partook in the offering of floral tributes and prayers at Yungkhabam Hiden in the past have made mention of undertaking repair works of the area. However, none of these assurances have materialized, he stated, adding that the situation was really unfortunate. He stressed on the importance of discussing history in this regard and stated that if one cannot remember one's ancestors or have affection for them, then how can one claim to have love for the motherland? He also highlighted the importance of following the messages of historical leaders and ancestors and directing collective efforts in keeping their memory alive. Lastly, he reiterated the appeal for the repair and upkeep of Yungkhabam Hiden.
Ivai adna makum nonda no khurami akoi pokpa handuna huji huji chu hini akoi pokpa handuna mai to no wari akoi de libi ble kari mari le nabno hang khangde isel ivai adna khuram na bugi thap ta le biduna di mari bu le na mudu mali ha biduna akoi gi thajabda ad mai to no mafam sida laga polo ki bani ado kana gumna pauna si khongjom la se tangkulum doidana trakna kun manga de na bulai pauna turisi khongjom ba tu ne ha su chumme khongjom la se kun manga to warasu kuntaru kulum doido rasu pauna sida poloi ki ba tang kuntaru mi ha basi chumme ha bo pham si ai Manipur di miya.
The two-day 8th Manipuri Cultural Festival 2022-23 organized by TG Foundation for Art and Culture Sagolmang under the aegis of Ministry of Culture concluded at Sagolmang Community Hall today. Cultural Worker and Activist Forum President Buddha Jingtham, JN Manipur Dance Academy Pradhan Guru Ngaithem Ranjit and Deputy Director of Art and Culture Department G. Dharmadas Sharma, among others, were present during the event. Speaking on the occasion, Dharmadas stated that the department is working relentlessly to uplift the status of artists in Manipur. The department is also working on pension plan for traditional wedding planners, he added. Maibi Laichang Jagoi, classical dance, Kapui Jagoi and Dhol Dhulok Jolong performances were also showcased during the event.
Tamubagi certificate yaw singdi sisi tawre habagidi yam phaba aduga arang phom maki hek lak pasidadi akoina lohong bagi ama sradagi nada karma magi thabak thoromogi arang phom nekpada si oina piraga chanabu natabina jinhai de sum tawgimina magi record leitaba aduna maram oidan arang phom se identify tawbada yamnadi luna thoi adumako aina hajening musi hojik tagi hauraga ngasi ma huje Lohong ba man nupa mimsu nupi mimsu oiba masu lei na sai takpi ki buda lohong da rang khom sai yang ga doine aduna koina taseng na photographer amada maru yar ga di date month yauba kano da torga field da makoina service tawring is the photo kharam namjan bi hoba.
8 students CCL in connection with regarding ACME Examination Center incidents on 25th February 2023 at around 1 p.m. surrender before the Yaripok police station, and subsequently they were apprehended. The students were identified as MD Salam Khan Sayed, 17 years, son of MD Ashraf Ali of Yaripok Tulihal Mayai Leilani. BM Asad, 17 years, son of MD Hasim of Tabokpi Dam Makong. MD Yalaiya Khan, 17 years, son of MD Salahuddin of Kairao Mating Mayalekai. Faraz Ali, 17 years, son of MD Nur Jaman of Khairgaon Thambalkhong. Huidrom Sanatomba Singh, 17 years, son of H. Bijoy of Yaripok Huidrom Lekai. Y. Inaucha Singh, 17 years, son of Y. Brojin Singh of Yaripok Ingaura Kunau. Kainau Mayum Irfan, 17 years, son of MD Abdul Kalam Yaripok Tulihal, and KH Mustaqim, 17 years, son of KH Sanayai Yaripok Jangam Dhabi Mayai. They are all students of Azad Higher Secondary School appearing in higher secondary examination at Examination Center ACME Yaripok. They will be produced before Juvenile Justice Board Thawal for further legal formalities.
Azad Higher Secondary School ki satana tani moise akoi police na arrest tawre ado arrest tawr matungda moi wahang pang statement lor matungda moise hoji Thawal district ki Juvenile Justice Board ta moise legal formalities ki tamda moise puthoni aina mayam da appeal tawning badi koi exam thaba laiba satra singna ana pen double laiba nungai double laiga su school ki property sing thugai ko kai duna madugi school ki fan adigi thong thonau adigi project sing da madugi thabak to biganu aduga parents sing su pekha thaiba satra sing da madu phajana advice to biu mamdi akoina sab chaba police ki di ain gi oiba to hom to legal formalities local kani aduna kogi madugi generally ba pon me kano me am loina ma madugi sab chaba legal loina ma local ga koi to hom to kani aduna.
Manipur faced a deficit monsoon. As a result, it is facing acute water scarcity. The state has been facing water crisis since the last decade and more so in the last 5 to 6 years. Most of the water supply schemes in and around the greater Imphal area have not been able to supply adequate water or are lying defunct because of drying up of rivers. The crisis of water in Manipur could be because of many factors, including insufficient rainfall or increase in water demand, deforestation, lack of proper management of water bodies, particularly the wetlands and community ponds, urbanizations and rapidly expanding population, leakage in pipes and illegal connections, and irregular water power supply. However, in Iram Sifai, the residents did not tolerate the water scarcity crisis as the river in Iram Sifai has still in great condition. The proscribed outfit Ziliangrong United Front observed its 13th Raising Day celebration of ZUF on Saturday. A statement released in connection with the Raising Day, chairman of ZUF stated that ZUF was formed on 25th February 2011 for the cause of Ziliangrong people to protect land resources, foster their culture, tradition, and to work for fulfillment of the long-cherished dream of Ziliangrong homeland. All along the way, ZUF have fought battles with valiant and warrior hearts. Many precious lives have been sacrificed in the battles fought for the cause of defending motherland. He further saluted all the highest honor for their supreme sacrifices and stressed that the price of their blood and sacrifices shall never go in vain, and every drop of their blood will strengthen the cause of freedom. He recalled the forerunners and legendary patriots, Hapao Jadonang and Rani Gaidinliu, who have sown the seed of freedom zeal to the Ziliangrong people and to complete the unfinished work in solemn duty. He stressed that the Ziliangrong people have every right to demand legitimate share along with the Indo-Naga sedition package. ZUF shall not rest until collective desire is fulfilled. Even though former comrades of ZUF have surrendered to the government of India and government of Manipur without any concrete and substantial achievement by signing the cessation of operations (COO), he reassured to the Ziliangrong people that ZUF will never give up or surrender their rights and will continue to fight until ZUF achieve their cherished goal. The ZUF also assured the Ziliangrong people that ZUF will consult their people and take them into confidence before they sign any agreement for final solution. The armed militant group, who is under the cessation of operation, COO Ziliangrong United Front ZUF Zen Chui Group observed 13th Raising Day at Mount Ararat Council, headquarters of Kaupum, on Saturday. Chairman Zen Chui Kamei, Secretary General Aihong Rayam Roy, along with delegates from Assam, Nagaland and Manipur, attended the occasion. Chairman Zeng Chui unfurled the flag of ZUF. Speaking on the occasion, Aihong Rayam Roy stated that ZUF was formed for the cause of Ziliangrong people, to protect land resources, foster their culture, tradition and to work for fulfillment of the long-cherished dream of Ziliangrong homeland. He pays tribute to the precious lives who have been sacrificed in the battles fought for the cause of defending motherland. He further assures that ZUF will continue to fight till ZUF achieve their cherished goal.
Ragong da anu takhalo puni dei anu kachaluning hannu magai tana kamai bauna tanna dingna kamai rena zai na leader subami longkho 27 December ko 2022 ko anu government of India le ceasefire sign chukan tunge namai na hamana tau thai ko dungna ba me anyo ke na tani ko na tung points ko ni pan no sign chu sam tong leaders ko su me zo ni thai ko ni dung ni bam me ta sai hai as a stand here sai ka gan ka dau cha me la ngona zao pho ning lo da kan kho nai la me akha zeng si me kha me kho pho to ni nai sam to on the other side 2011 khor khyap par me gan kho ha chana puna azu tat rai ka me ni nai.
Meanwhile, Chairman Zeng Chui Kamei stated that since people support ZUF, he reached at this stage. Many precious lives have been sacrificed in battles. ZUF will always fight for homeland of Ziliangrong people. He highlighted that in the ZUF cessation of operations, Ziliangrong habitat areas of Assam, Nagaland and Manipur were included. He further lauded Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chief Minister N. Biren for their initiatives in signing cessation of operation.
House number 119, Home Ministry office go guna talk sungal kena sign subai. This is the only first underground groups who came to sign this agreement in house number 119. Me hai kani utong lat ko makawla ko metong lat nai. Hijeng kuna asai nang new sangai mi thei kung sai mi goi agreement azu sign su de kau hai Dima Hasao metong group azu nai de Karbi metong underground group azu nai de nam Meghalaya jatuni kuma underground group azu nai de notice ko pai na kang revolutionary groups pai na gai na nai na kaniu let na suna ka metong signing tong system le ani to pai na kang bai tak dong metong suai te metong.
In continuation of drive against illegal poppy plantation, a combined team of KPI District Police, MPTC and 4 IRB destroyed 10 acres of illegal poppy cultivation at Thingphai Hills Range under the jurisdiction of Cycle PS on Saturday. It's time for a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Heritage Convent. Admission open for playgroup to Standard 9. For the academic session 2023-2024, day boarding facilities available for playgroup to Standard 5, hostel facilities available for Standard 6 to 12, state-of-art digital classroom, fully digitized and Wi-Fi enabled campus, holistic learning through playway and research-based methods, highly qualified and experienced teachers. For more details, kindly visit the school office or log into our website heritageconvent.com.
इरमदम असगी खुद साहिबसिंगना पुथोकचरिबा पोथोक कयाबु मालेम सिनबतुंगना सक्ताकपा अमदी पोथोक कया असिबु मियामदा यौहन्नबगी अचेतपा पांदम अमगा लोइनना मणिपुर खादी एंड विलेज इंडस्ट्रीज बोर्ड न सिंजलांगजेदुना लाखलिबा फेब्रुवारी की तारीख 13 दगी मार्च की तारीख 2 फाउबा हप्ता कांगजेबुंगदा अहम सुबर स्टेट लेवल PME GP एग्जीबिशन वोकल फॉर लोकल हाइरिबा थीम असिदा मणिपुर खादी एक्सपो 2023 नमित तरेनी चुकना पांगथोक जगदौरी हाइरिबा एक्सपो सिदा इरेचा सिंगना लेंबिरक्तुना इरमदमसिगी खुद साहिबसिंगबु पुनिंग थौगतपियु अमदी मपुंग फाहनबियु मयाबु ngaijaraw.
An open letter to Twinkling Muifa.
At Camp Hebron, amidst a busy schedule, you might have been briefed about the brutal murder of Akoisam Nonganba alias Aging, son of late Akoisam Langam, ex-minister in the government of Manipur on 13 February 2023 at Kangpokpi district, Manipur. Involvement of NACN-IM cadre has been established as Mr. Moses Golmay, who claims to be Deputy Councillor of NACN-IM, has been apprehended by Manipur police as prime accused of the brutal murder. Another cadre of NACN-IM, Mr. Stephen Dangmay, who is co-accused, has escaped the police dragnet and headed for Dimapur. Till that, the SIT of Manipur Police is not able to apprehend Mr. Stephen Dangmay. Most likely he is in the safe haven of Camp Hebron, in spite of wide corporates and local media about the involvement of high functionaries of NACN-IM in the brutal murder of Akoisam Nonganba alias Aging. No clarification is forthcoming from NACN-IM headquarters, even after a lapse of 3 weeks. An aggrieved mother whose son Akoisam Nonganba alias Aging has been bludgeoned to death and the lifeless body was thrown in a ravine have the audacity to question the cardinal principle on which NACN-IM is operating. Mr. Twingalay Muifa, sir, you at the helm of affairs of NACN-IM have shown courage of conviction and statesmanship at many critical occasions. In February 2009, the murderer of Dr. T.H. Kishan, Y. Token and A. Rajan was handed over from Camp Hebron for trial under the law of land. As a desolate and disconsolate mother, I entreat you to order the NACN-IM cadres involved in the brutal murder of my son Akoisam Nonganba alias Aging to surrender to the law enforcing agencies to face trial under the law of land. The cry out for justice for my most unfortunate son Akoisam Nonganba alias Aging be validated without further delay. Yours sincerely, Akoisam Ongbi Santiwala Devi, mother of late Akoisam Nonganba alias Aging.
Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News. At least 7 people from West Bengal were killed when the mini truck in which they were traveling hit a stationary truck in Odisha's Jajpur district on Saturday, police said. Vinit Agrawal, Superintendent of Police, Jajpur, told PTI that 6 persons died on the spot while 1 succumbed en route to SCB Medical College and Hospital. The SP said the police have intimated the family members of the deceased and they are on their way to Jajpur, adding that the exact cause behind the mishap is being verified. All the deceased persons were from West Bengal. The fire services personnel reached the spot and recovered the bodies, said Jajpur Collector Chakravarti Singh Rathore to PTI. A mini truck from Kolkata to Bhubaneswar to collect poultry items crashed into the stationary truck at Neolpur area of the National Highway 16. Due to fog in the early hours of Saturday, said Dharamshala Police Station Inspector in charge Rakesh Tripathi. The bodies were sent to the Barchana Community Health Center in Jajpur district. National People's Party NPP Chief Conrad K. Sangma concluded his campaign for the upcoming election to 11th Meghalaya Legislative Assembly at Tura on Saturday evening. Addressing an election meeting at Tura Bazaar, he urged the people of the Tura town, both North and South Tura, to vote consciously, as their vote is precious and its effect would remain for 5 years. Cast your vote after long thought and deliberation, he said, as he made them realize the worth of their vote. He reminded that during election, all must remember not to cast vote by listening to others or following others. He also mentioned that the conclusion of his election campaign at Tura Bazaar is both customary and significant, as his father and former Lok Sabha Speaker, late P.A. Sangma, also concluded his campaigns at the very spot he was standing on. Recalling the teachings of his late father, he said P.A. Sangma taught them to walk on this path, a path towards working for the people and the society and taking everyone along without discrimination. He further said P.A. Sangma was a great leader because he not only worked for the Garo Hills, but dedicated himself to serve the whole of Meghalaya and the nation. At the same time, asking people to be aware of the power of their vote and make a conscious and rational decision, he reminded them that the leaders may come from Kolkata and New Delhi during the election, but it will always be Conrad Sangma who will be standing with them in the times of their need. Conrad said he, along with Thomas Sangma, have brought rapid development to Tura town and they want to continue working towards taking Tura in this direction of development and progress. He urged the people of Northeast and South Tura to repose their faith in Thomas Sangma and himself respectively so that they can continue to work together for Tura and Garo Hills. Early in the day, Conrad campaigned for party candidate Sanjay Sangma in Mahendraganj constituency and exuded confidence that NPP will get absolute majority in February 27 assembly election.
और इस बाजार हमारे पूरा बाजार के इस चुनाव के अंतिम सभा में आए हुए सभी मेरे प्यारे भाइयों, प्यारे बहनों और सभी मेरे दोस्तों,
BSF Meghalaya in two different operations conducted on 24th February 2023 confiscated Indian and Bangladesh currencies near the international border of East Khasi Hill district, Meghalaya. In the area of Naya Bazar, deployed troops of 4 BSF Meghalaya noticed suspicious movements on both sides of border fence. Upon being challenged by BSF, miscreants fled away, taking advantage of darkness, thick vegetation and undulated ground. On searching the area, BSF recovered a bag containing 18 lakh Bangladesh taka. In a similar incident, troops of 110 BSF in Ringu area, East Khasi Hills, also foiled a misadventure of miscreants on the border and impounded Indian currency of 3.12 lakh rupees. Prime Minister Modi says India is ready to contribute to any peace process between Russia and Ukraine. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that since the beginning of the developments of Ukraine, India has insisted on resolving this dispute through dialogue and diplomacy. In his press statement after holding talks with German Chancellor Olaf Scholz in New Delhi yesterday, he said the effects of the COVID pandemic and the Ukraine conflict have been felt across the whole world. Modi added that these have had a particular negative impact on developing countries, and India expressed its shared concern about this. The Prime Minister said both India and Germany agreed that these problems can only be solved through joint efforts, and even during India's presidency of the G20, he added that India has also agreed that reform of multilateral institutions is necessary to reflect global realities in a better way. The Prime Minister said this is evident from India's active participation within the G4 to reform the UN Security Council. Prime Minister said India is encouraged by Germany's interest in opportunities arising out of Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat. Modi and Chancellor Scholz understand that many possibilities of Indian-German ties. He said they discussed the issues of mutual interest. The Prime Minister said India and Germany have strong ties based on shared democratic values and a deep understanding of each other's interests. He added that there is also a long history of cultural and economic exchange between the two countries. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitetv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow us on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. And now, before we wind up for the day, let's take a look at the top headlines once again. Chief Minister N. Biren inspects newly constructed state highway. MP Lekshem Basana Jauba emphasizes measures for controlling carbon dioxide emission. Pauna Mongfam Protection and Celebration Committee appeals for upkeep of Yumkai Bamhidin. Eight students in conflict with law to be produced before Juvenile Justice Board in connection with vandalization. And Prime Minister Modi says India is ready to contribute to any peace process between Russia and Ukraine. That's all we have for today. Thank you for watching ELITETV English News. Stay safe and have a great evening.